And last night, the candidates for Congress in the 22nd District of New York met for their second debate.
Joining us now to fact check some of the claims they made is our political anchor, Luke Radel. Good evening, Luke.
Hey there, Dylan and Cora. With just 4 weeks to go until Election Day, the candidates came ready for round two. But in the hour that WCMY had with them last night, there were no questions asked by the moderator about some of the biggest issues in this campaign. And the topic of immigration and the border was only brought up because the congressman discussed it. His opponent, State Senator John Mannion, responded with this.
Thing I'll say about the comment on the southern border is my opponent had an opportunity to advance a bipartisan bill that was passed by the Senate that would have done a lot.
Now that the bipartisan border deal was, quote, passed by the Senate is false. It failed to pass twice. The congressman corrected him about that live on stage.
It never made it through the Senate. It didn't even have enough Democrat votes in the Senate to pass. And yet this is his argument, which is frankly just based on a lie.
Now, in the interest of fairness, in the past, Congressman Williams has made false claims of his own about this bill, which we've reviewed. And when I interviewed the congressman back in April, I pressed him on the legislation for several minutes. But Mannion's comments on the bill are also false, and this isn't the first time he's been wrong about a bill getting passed. Here's a campaign ad from Mannion about health care for firefighters.
I was fighting a home fire and I went into cardiac arrest. I'm thankful to be alive, but I was denied coverage for my medical bills.
It was just denial, denial, denial.
There's no excuse for denying benefits to volunteer firefighters injured in the line of duty. So I wrote a law to make sure that their medical bills are covered.
Right there at the end of that clip, Mannion says that he, quote, wrote a law to make sure that their costs are covered. That's false. It's just a bill stuck in committee for over a year. And that may sound like a technicality, but it's not. Because if the bill was a law, then these firefighters would have health coverage. But it hasn't passed, and so they don't. Guys?